Antonio today, the only local news station with nonstop news.
Pretty cool having a congressman in studio to start off a Friday morning. That's neat. Good morning. Nonstop News starts right now. We are the only TV station that is commercial free all the way up to the top of the hour.
We have you covered this morning, including traffic with David Mendoza. But first, a look at your weather with Jeannette. Good morning, Jeannette.
Good morning. Happy Friday. Looking good, feeling good. The weather, that is, out there this morning.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my tie.
60s and 70s. I love your tie, David. 60s and 70s this morning. That's what you're waking up to. If you have time, maybe take a stroll around your neighborhood or enjoy that mug of coffee outside. We are looking at rain, though. That's not too far away. East along I-10. If you're heading towards Houston this morning, watch out. May come across some wet spots there. Some really heavy thunderstorms just off the coast. As we go through the afternoon, we're looking at another chance for rain. Coverage a little lower compared to yesterday, but still a chance. After 4, a couple showers, maybe a thunderstorm, and any thunderstorm that develops could produce some locally heavy rain and some brief high winds. I do expect this again tomorrow, but Sunday does look drier. Next week, we're looking at more chances for rain, and high temperatures look to stay around normal, which is mid-90s. Closer look at your weekend weather forecast. If you're heading to the coast this weekend, I have your beach cast. All that and more coming up in under 10 minutes.
All right, Jeannette, thank you. Let's check in with David Mendoza. He is in your South Texas Ford dealer, Sky 4. You have found some stuff over the last hour. You have moved on. Where are you now, my friend?
Actually, David, I'm still at that same accident.
Oh, okay.
It is our biggest slowdown in the city right now. 35 North and McCullough, the lower levels, with a semi-involved accident. 2 other vehicles involved as well. They have since been towed off the scene, but the traffic delays are big in the area. 35 North, the traffic is stretching all the way from Highway 90, actually a little before Highway 90. So if you're headed northbound in 35, expect big delays. The lower levels are still currently closed at the moment. The good news is 2 of those vehicles are off of scene. We still have that semi there pulled off on the side of the road. It might be leaving soon, so we should see some progress in the area fairly soon. I'll keep you updated, though, and let you know. Back to you for now.
All right, David, thanks. The folks on the left-hand side are thinking, man, I wish I was one of those cars on the right-hand side. David Mendoza, one last time before 7 a.m.
This morning, after nearly 6 hours of debate, city officials approved the term sheet for a new downtown Spurs arena. San Antonio City Council members voted 7-4 in favor of approving a non-binding term sheet outlining the financial framework for the proposed $1.3 billion Spurs arena. News 4 was the first to report the City Council's decision. While the majority of council voted in favor of the term sheet, it was not without controversy. Hundreds of people packed City Plaza to weigh in on a new Spurs arena. The debate lasted again for hours. Things got tense when Mayor Jones asked Spurs owner Peter Holt for his thoughts on her proposal to carry out another economic impact study.
I'm going to try just one more time. Just kind of yes or no, Mr. Holt. Is there an opposition to us seeking an independent economic study and allowing us additional time to engage with our constituents? Just yes or no, please.
I'm going to try one more time again. There's ample information that shows that this city deserves.
Order, please, order.
Council blocked the mayor's resolution to pause negotiations. City Manager Eric Walsh says the focus now shifts towards contracts for the arena's development.
So the arena is a big component of what is a bigger project. That, of course, Project Marvel, with upgrades to the Alamo Dome, the convention center, hotels, and all of that. That was announced last year. This morning, we are hearing from people in the business community on what comes next with all this. Edward Garza, who is the general manager of the Bombay Bicycle Club, says the arena, a potential downtown arena, could mean big things for business down there.
I think it's gonna do, a lot of help for, growing our location. The servers are definitely looking excited to increase revenue, increase tips at this location.
Like anything, some like it, some don't. Others, like gym owner Allison Galvan, says that nearby events often hurt their business.
Anytime there's events, especially at the Alamo Dome, we have to close early because of event parking prices. Our members can't get to the studios.
Again, yesterday was just the start. Voters will have the final say in November to approve a county tax on hotels and rental cars, which would then help to fund that new arena. Well, we are about 10 days away from Labor Day, and warnings are coming now about staying sober on roadways, whether it's Labor Day or not. That's a must. They will be stepping up patrols for the holiday weekend.
News 4 San Antonio's Christina De Leon has more on the major push from law enforcement to make sure you stay safe and make it to your final destination. Good morning, Christina.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Within the last 5 minutes or so, we just saw law enforcement pulling somebody over right in front of us. You know, the law enforcement effort's called Saturation Saturday, but they're kicking things off here right now. The goal for law enforcement to be seen out there on highways just like this one here along Loop 410 to deter everyone really from not speeding and obviously not drinking and driving. The big push is an initiative from local law enforcement agencies, including SAPD, the Bexar County Sheriff's Office, a bunch of local agencies as well, and of course Mothers Against Drunk Driving of South Texas. Last year alone, there were more than 25,000 DUI crashes in Texas, and nearly 17 of them right here in San Antonio. So alcohol, sadly, continues to be the #1 cause of fatalities on roadways today. Now, they say together they can protect families from drunk driving. There is an importance of having just high visibility of law enforcement on the roadways. Right now, most police departments are going to add just 1 or 2 more officers on those evening shifts to prevent things like that from happening and focus on DWI enforcement. Later on this morning, a few hours from now, there's going to be an event launching which they're calling Saturation Saturday at SAPD headquarters, and that's going to be happening at 9 a.m. But obviously something to keep in mind and something we saw firsthand. You could expect to see a bigger law enforcement presence all the way up until that Labor Day weekend. Reporting live, I'm Christina De Leon. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Christina, thanks. About 12 minutes now from 7 a.m. Happening today, St. Luke's Baptist Hospital hosting a blood drive to bring awareness about a condition that is not often talked about when it comes to pregnancies.
News 4 San Antonio's Tony Davis is live in the Content Center with the details on the drive and how your donation can help save lives. Good morning, Tawny.
Good morning. August is known as Postpartum Hemorrhage Awareness Month, and to help at least start the discussion on this topic, the public is invited to give blood to help new moms who suffer from severe blood loss after giving birth. PPH is an emergency condition in which a woman suffers excessive and life-threatening bleeding after childbirth. It occurs in about 1 in 5 of 100 deliveries and accounts for 11% of pregnancy-related deaths in the United States. Black, Hispanic, American Indian, or Alaska Native women are at higher risk for postpartum hemorrhage. According to officials with the hospital, because it is not a very common condition, people are unaware it's a major risk with pregnancy. This blood drive gives people the opportunity to not only bring awareness to it, but to help save the life of a new mother.
You know, it sometimes can take patients by surprise because a lot of the times, like we said, it's just not really well known. And so making sure that we educate our patients is a huge priority for us. We want to make sure that they know what possibly could happen and what interventions we would need to take if that happens.
McAnally says the most important thing and whenever someone is having postpartum hemorrhage is volume replacement to make sure they are getting enough blood to the patient. Now, the blood drive begins at 9 a.m. until about 4 p.m. at St. Luke's Baptist Hospital in their Strunk Auditorium. You can sign up online for an appointment, but walk-ins will be welcomed. Reporting live in the Content Center, I'm Tawny Davis. Back to you.
And speaking of blood donations, there's an urgent need for them in our area. News 4 San Antonio and South Texas Blood and Tissue are inviting you to donate blood during our 19th annual Give to Live blood drive. It's happening next Friday, August 29th at a donation center near you. To schedule a time to give, just scan the QR code on your screen or go to the news4sanantonio.com website and look for the story. All donors get a free UTSA t-shirt.
All right, there you go. Words up. All right, about 10 minutes from 7 a.m., the Texas Senate passed Senate Bill 1, designed to improve safety for youth camps after what happened at Camp Mystic on July 4th. That bill will invest about $200 million in camp safety, including warning systems along rivers, radios that receive severe weather alerts, and moving cabins that are right now in flood-prone areas to higher ground. The obvious here is it's needed, but the goal is to make sure that the camps are prepared and that what happened that night, that weekend, never happens again. The Texas House passed its own set of disaster relief bills. They cover oversight on youth camps, communication between local and state officials, and funding for equipment. There were parents yesterday watching all of this, watching the lawmakers hammer out the deal. All of the bills passed nearly unanimously and will now head to the Senate.
The Hill Country community struggling to recover from last month's flood just got a big boost. A local nonprofit is pledging $40 million to go towards rebuilding homes along the Guadalupe River. The money will provide temporary rental assistance, the repair and rebuild of homes, and servicing RVs. Governor Greg Abbott was in Kerrville with a big announcement.
I see no reason whatsoever why all of the residents who lost a permanent residence in this region are not only going to be able to have that permanent residence fully rebuilt, but rebuilt at record speed.
This is a first step in a four-pronged recovery plan, rebuilding homes, supporting mental health, economic recovery, and reviving the area's quality of life.
Many of you wanted to donate to help after the flooding, but the scammers, they were out in force. So they faked photos and videos of everything, all the devastation, all in the hope of stealing your money.
They're trying to make profit off of people by redirecting their good intentions to fake donation campaigns.
So the News 4i team will show you tonight how to spot those scams and make sure that your money goes to the right cause. Don't miss that story tonight at 10 right here on 4.
Time is 6:52. The San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo isn't for another 6 months, but we now know some of the music acts performing. Grammy-winning country artist and Texas native Miranda Lambert is among the star-studded lineup. Singer Ty Myers and country band Shenandoah, as well as Shane Smith and the Saints, will all perform during the rodeo. Next year's rodeo is scheduled for February 12th through March 1st at the Frost Bank Center and Freeman Coliseum Fairgrounds.
Now your certified most accurate 4-zone weather with meteorologist Jeannette.
Can't think of rodeo right now. It's a little
early.
Smidge early.
But the excitement
does get you
starts
going.
to build
For
right
planning
around now.
purposes.
Okay.
Because save up the money
Right.
for those tickets.
there
Start
you
saving
go.
up now.
The food, the
It
food
feels
there's
like
expensive.
feels like a 2-on-1 here.
Hey, let's talk weather because we're going to see a little rain here and there. Temperatures for August,
Nice.
very comfortable. We're talking mid-90s, some spots in the low 90s. Let's look ahead. Speaking of temperatures, there will be a strong cold front that will be moving south across the U.S. next week. And that front should be draped across North Texas by next Tuesday or Wednesday. May not make it this far south, but I'm talking about this because this is going to bring an early taste of fall for a large part of the country. Looks like temperatures will be well below normal for the Plain States, the Midwest, and the East Coast, including portions of North Texas. For us, maybe no big change temperature-wise, at least not yet. But it's not going to be too hot. For our area, we're talking for the last week of August at or slightly below normal. Let's take a look at the 10-day temperature trend. We'll see low 90s today and tomorrow, mid-90s normal Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. May get a little hotter late next week before temperatures drop to the lower 90s. And by that time, the average high falls to 94 degrees. No triple digits. Did you see that? Temperatures this morning, cooler. It feels a little more comfortable. This is after yesterday's rainfall, 60s and 70s, 73 right now in San Antonio. Across the east, if you're heading towards Houston, watch out east along I-10. You may encounter some rainfall, especially just to the west of Houston. Pretty active there with showers and thunderstorms. That's near the tail end of this cold front. So we'll see some of this activity drifting a little farther inland as we go through the day. I do have a 30% rain chance for much of the area. Best timing for this between 4 and 8 with the heating of the day. Isolated to widely scattered showers and storms. Any thunderstorm could produce some pockets of heavy rain along with brief high winds. Tomorrow in the afternoon, once again, isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms. If you are heading to the coast, it's going to be a little active there down towards South Padre. Look for a 40 to possibly 50% rain chance. Scattered showers and thunderstorms with high temperatures in the mid-80s. In Port A, looks like a 50% rain chance for Saturday, 30% on Sunday. Pleasant out there this morning. Temperatures look to stay in the low to mid 70s until about 8. We're going to have more sunshine later in the morning. It'll warm up into the 80s. At noon, upper 80s. This afternoon will top out at around 93 or 94 with a 30% rain chance. Much of the same tomorrow. Drier Sunday, Monday, and then we'll see at least a slight rain chance for next Tuesday and Wednesday. You can get the extended forecast for your zone online at news4sa.com, and just make sure you have that 4-zone weather app handy at least the next couple of days, just in in case there is a strong thunderstorm for your area.
And one last check with David Mendoza in your South Texas Ford dealer Sky Ford. Good morning, David. Where are you?
Well, Marisa, let's end it with good news. Right now I'm looking at the WOAI. The northbound lanes of the lower levels of 35 have reopened. That accident has cleared. Even though this is kind of the worst traffic I've seen all week on the 35 North downtown area. I'll leave you with that, folks. Drive safe, and TGIF, let's get it over with. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, David. Pretty picture.
Yeah, sun's starting to come up. Friday morning is here. It'll be Friday night soon enough.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. We are here for you always.
Little reminder here. Today on the noon show, we will have Councilman Mark White. So we'll get his reaction to what happened yesterday at City Hall, and really more importantly now going forward, where things shake out. Not only on the vote, but certainly the makeup of City Council. Divided right now, to say the least.